Hey guys, what is up? My name is Dabe, and welcome to another kind of testing things out video. This one worked out really well, and I'm very happy to share it with you guys. So, to those of you guys who didn't know, once again, Rigour is a huge game changer. You might have seen this clip in the other video that got posted at the same time as this one, which is my loot from 12 hours of bandos video. I was using this method in that video if you want to check it out, and I also have some live streams of just me doing it in full posted on my channel if you want to check it out. If you have any more questions about it, feel free to ask down in the description below, and hope you guys enjoy the video. I'm going to get right into it. This is Wooks's DPS chart, so, you know, all this information taken via Wooks. I'll make sure to throw his link in the description. As you can see right here, the highlighted column is Rigour. This is post Twisted Bone nerf, and if you go way over here, you see what people normally use, which would be the Tentacle Whip. Right here is 4.07 DPS, in case, you know, you guys weren't already aware. I showed this in one of my other videos. This is a DPS chart. So the Tentacle Whip is 4.07 DPS. Then if you go over a little bit, you can see the blowpipe with Addy darts and Rigour is almost 20% better than that here, which is pretty phenomenal. We were actually using rune darts, which is somewhere between Dragon and Addy. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's just a linear increase, so it should be like 5.25-ish DPS. That's why we were doing this method, just so you guys are aware, to show you guys just how strong the DPS actually is here. So I'm not going to make this video too long, I'm just going to get right into it. Basically, the idea of this method is it's very similar to the basic trio bandos method, and yes, this method is the most successful in a trio just because of how weak your armor is. Consider you are using Void and Armadillo. They are very weak armors. You will take a lot of damage from the minions if you are in a duo, so a trio makes it a lot easier to do. Starting off, I'm going to show you guys some of the super fast kills, although all of the kills are actually quite fast. The idea behind this method is just have a tank sits there and takes the hits, just like a tank's supposed to do, and the DPS of Void and Blowpipe is just so strong, or Rigour, I guess, is the main factor here as well. It's so powerful that the boss just dies extremely quickly. And I know that might sound like a really stupid statement. I mean, obviously it's very powerful based on the DPS charts, but when you see it, consider that all of these clips were actually taken with me using Addy darts. In my loot video, I was using rune darts, but these hits are my friend and I both using Addy darts. We were at this time comparing Void versus Arma. It honestly does not seem to make much of a difference, but as you can see, it's just so freakishly easy and so freakishly consistent. At this time, we were actually trying blowpipe specs as well. It didn't really seem to make too much of a difference, but we decided we just wanted to kind of mess around with it. Now, although this method is extremely powerful, there are obviously some pitfalls to it. One of the main ones that I mentioned earlier is you will take a lot of damage, and I mean a lot of damage. The minions just mess you up because of how low your defense is. Another con to this method is that the aggro of the boss seems to work kind of strangely. It doesn't work how it normally does in a melee trio where the person who gets the last hit gets the aggro. Here, it's a little bit more random. There is some reason behind it, but it's honestly not even worth explaining. Just expect it to be random. Sometimes you'll get the minion aggro, sometimes your tank will get the minion aggro. It doesn't really matter who gets the last hit. The only other con, along with the other ones, it is a very minor con, is you need to know how to flick your Rigour, which does take a little bit of practice, but it's quite simple. All you have to do is turn your prayer off and then back on every single time you see the XP drop from your blowpipe. I want to close up this video by really saying I would strongly recommend that you guys invest into Rigour. I think it's like 260 to 280 mil right now as of the time of me recording this video, and it just increases your DPS so phenomenally at so many places that even if you have, I believe, something along the lines of just welfare gear and Rigour, as in black D-hide and Rigour with a blowpipe, you will probably still be on average doing the same, if not slightly more DPS than someone in full bandos. And to me, that's kind of crazy. I mean, it shouldn't really work like that. It does kind of seem a little bit overpowered, so I wouldn't be too surprised to see it maybe get nerfed in the future. And if that does happen, I apologize for that, and hopefully that you guys understand that at the time of this video it was made before it was nerfed. But yeah, just hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to see a full live stream of it, I have those on my channel if you want to see how it works. So I'm going to give you guys one more quick outro, and yeah. So I understand this video is very short and it's a lot to take in, but basically I wanted to test out using Rigour at this boss, and it worked out quite well, as you guys saw. The DPS is very much so noticeably better than max strength, and it's the setup I'm using, just being Void, is obviously quite cheaper than bandos. If you're using the full Arma setup, I would imagine it runs about the same price as full bandos. But yeah, you can even do this with addy darts. All the examples in this video were actually done with addy darts. A couple of them might have been ruined towards the end because that's what I used in my actual loot video, just to get, slightly faster kills. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video nonetheless. If you have any other places you want me to test out, maybe a blowpipe at, maybe try and find out some alternative methods for trying things, then feel free to tell me. I also have a video of me trying this out at Sarah with a ZGS specking method, so if you guys want to check that out, I'll try and remember to leave a link on your screen. And once again, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like it up, subscribe, and check out the other videos on my channel. Have an awesome day. Peace out.